to the screen. Okay, well, welcome, y'all. I am Julia Carty. I am your Diamond Ambassador, and we're so excited about these calls tonight because I know many of you know that silver is the first step in our company. We all started at silver, and that's one reason I love talking about it. I am a huge believer in the power of three. I believe I got to the top of the company because I really focus on recruiting 3 people, and every month I say I go silver. I recruit 3 people, and even try to get 3 customers. But tonight we're really talking about going that first time silver so you get that $100 bonus. And another great thing I love about the silver is we all do it differently. So tonight you're going to hear from about 6 of our jewels about how they went silver and one of the main tips. And I will say we have girls on the call that went silver the first day they joined, I think, and then some it took several months. So there's no recipe for success. If you think, oh, you know what, I've been doing Plexus for a year and I'm not silver, you're like, it's okay. Going silver, that does not determine your time span or even your timeline for getting to the top of the company. It really is just building that foundation of a team. So just real quick, for me, when I went silver, I kind of had talked to my friends and family before I had joined Plexus. So my sister joined, who really was not interested in the business at all. My very best friend joined. And then I posted on Facebook, and then someone totally random, never in a billion years I think that they would contact me, but they wanted it, and they actually still 3 years later used the products. They were a wholesale customer. So you can see I went silver by a family member, a very best friend, and then just someone that saw my Facebook post. But I'm going to turn it over to Holly Devers. Holly Devers is a Emerald Ambassador team. We went to college together, and I think she's going to have some great tips for you. Holly?
Hello, guys. I am so glad that you are here. Let me tell you, a little over 2 years ago, Plexus totally changed my life. And I don't know how many of you are out there that I was contacted about 8 different times before I even talked to Lindsay about Plexus. Okay, so when you're reaching out to people and following up and doing all these things that we talk about tonight to get silver, I want you to know that the fortune is definitely in the follow-ups, as they will continue to tell you. I went silver pretty fast. My husband actually told me, don't do Plexus, it's a scam. And so I needed my money back pretty fast. So I got on the phone and I called my stepsister and my 2 best friends. And so within, 48 hours, I was already silver. So it went really fast for me, which is great. Now, if it doesn't go that fast for you, it's okay. I did not just ask them one time in 48 hours. I asked some of them about 3 or 4 times. I was pretty persistent, okay? I tried not to get on their nerves, but I knew that this product could work for us because I trusted Lindsay. I trusted what she had, been sharing, and I just knew she was a good person. And so, when you share Plexus, it is something that you need to be really bold about, okay? When I say bold, don't just use Facebook to, share Plexus with people. People hear excitement in your voice. And I will tell you, I messed up my very first week sharing Plexus, and I still regret it to this day. It was a fellow teacher, and she was asking me about Plexus. And guys, you know what I said? I said, well, I'm trying the products, and I'm excited, and people say they work. And, I think, maybe they might work for you too. What the heck? No, I should have been like this. Girl, my friend is killing it with Plexus. She loves it. She has more energy. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's able to stay at home and replace her income with Plexus. We should try this, because what if this works for us? That's what I didn't say, and that's what I should have said, okay? So I'm trying to tell you, learn from my mistakes. Be bold. Be bold like I learned to be, and be bold quickly. Trust us when we say, the people on this call, none of us really were probably thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to make all this money with Plexus and do great, and I'm going to feel so much better. I personally have 30 family members, either off of medication, feeling better, or having some kind of relief with Plexus products. Trust me when I say these products work. They work absolutely. We would not still be doing this over 2 years later if not. So you find your belief to know that you have found something amazing. We are on the forefront of modern mainstream medicine, medical health, gut health, all of these amazing things. So be bold and confident that you found something that works, because it absolutely does. I am a teacher by trade, and I have actually quit working, and I was just going to stay at home for 1 year, but Plexus has been so generous to me that I am staying at home again this year, so I'm not going back to teaching. And so this opportunity has really changed my life. And if I had not learned to be bold at first, if I had not picked up the telephone and called people, I didn't just Facebook message people. I picked up the phone, called people on the phone. I saw people in public. I said, oh my gosh, I want to tell you about this new thing I'm trying. Have you ever heard about Plexus or tried it before? Like, I was really bold, okay? And I had to learn to be really bold, because that wasn't my personality by nature, okay? I also sent voice messages. Why? Because people can hear excitement in your voice when you share something with them. They may look at a typed up message that you send and they're like, oh, okay. But if they hear, hey girl, I thought about you because I have so much energy with this pink drink, and I know you have 4 kids running around, you need to try this. Stuff like that. It's something that's going to be, easy. You don't have to just throw up Plexus all over them, but be confident and say, hey, what if this works for us? It did for Julia. It did for Holly. So, and let them hear that excitement in your voice. The second thing is, be consistent. And let me tell you what, I have seen so many people on my team that really want this. They want to be silver. They're wishing for it. They're hoping for it. But guys, they're not consistently sharing Plexus. And we don't sell Plexus around here. We don't sell the products. We share. We genuinely have something. People will lay in bed at night and they will sit there and think, oh my goodness, how am I going to pay the next bill? Or, oh my goodness, how, my stomach is killing me. I can't even sleep. I cannot go to sleep. I need something to help me. I mean, people lay in bed struggling, and we have answers to both health and financial troubles. So be consistent sharing these products. You have no idea who out there needs these products, who's praying for this relief, both health and financially. So be consistent sharing, because guys, if you're not, and people are just watching you, and then you're all of a sudden you're posting, then you're not posting, you're reaching out, then you're not reaching out, you're going back and forth, wishy-washy. Nobody wants to join you when you're not committed to something. They're wanting to see how committed you really are. To this day, I still have team members that will be selling the products, and because they're doing a poor job of sharing the products, their family, their sisters, their mothers will message me about products and information and about buying them. Now, that should not happen. Make sure you are being consistent and sharing these with people. And if you're not asking them, somebody else is going to ask them, and somebody else is going to sign them up. So I love the post that Celeste did when I first joined. I saw it one time, and it was this man, and he was digging for gold. And she was like, if you had gold in your backyard, would you keep digging for it until you found it? Or would you just say, oh, forget it, never mind, I don't need that gold brick? No, you would go and dig for it. I'm telling you right now, this is a gold mine. You need to dig for it, because Plexus is going nowhere but to the top. They're here for the long haul. This is not a fad. It's something that's staying around for a long time. And you've got to dig in, be consistent, be bold, and help this to change not only your life, but all the people's lives that you're supposed to affect with these products. So you can do this. Don't give up on yourself. Keep your mind positive. Be excited, and know that this is possible. That's all.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you. Okay, our next is Manda. Manda Martini is a brand new Emerald Ambassador. Woohoo! She actually just went and got her Lexus this week, a few days ago, if not a day ago. And so I'm really excited to hear from just a brand new Emerald on our team on her tips on how to go silver.
Oh, thank you. I know, it was so exciting. I got my Lexus. I still can't believe that this opportunity is what it is. I mean, seriously, I cannot believe it. I've been a stay-at-home mom for over 13 years and a military spouse for 16 years. And my one tip is to start with your warmest market, your inner circle. So your mom, your dad, your cousin, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, best friend, your neighbor. These people you already talk to, they already care about you, and they want to see you succeed. So, and they already trust you. So why not invite them to do this with you? And you can all just kind of have a big Plexus party together, get healthy together, you know, and it makes it fun when you have people close to you who do this with you. And, you know, when I first started talking about the products, I was really nervous to start talking about the products. And so I did. I started with my mom, my sister, and my best friend. And I found that after talking to them, I was more comfortable to go outside of my inner circle and talk to people outside my inner circle about Plexus. And so those three got me to silver, and my best friend is working the business still, and my mom is working the business, and my sister has been taking the product. So we're just all doing this together and having a great time. So that is what you, I highly recommend you doing, is starting with all those people in your inner circle, for sure.
Thank you, Manda. And next is Rebecca. Rebecca is my diamond ambassador. Woohoo! And I want her to share a little bit of her going silver, because she's my favorite. Because anyway, you can tell why you're one of my favorite, because I think that you had a different journey than some of us. So go ahead.
Yes. So I am a diamond ambassador. I am a working mama. I have 3 little boys and a husband and a dog and a crazy life. But what Julia wants me to share with you, and what I think is super important for you to hear, is I signed up in November, and my big secret is I did not go silver until March. Okay, let's let that sink in. I started taking the products in October, signed as an ambassador in October, and went silver in March. So if you are, obviously you're on this call because you're shooting for silver. If you've been with us for a while, do not think for 1 second, I have not gone silver and I'm not going anywhere in this business, because I'm here. I've made it to the top, and it took me that long. Yay! I joke because I'm about to re-enter, and I'm like, oop, I hope I go silver faster than I did last time. So anywho, my tips for y'all are, I want you to have a plan. First things first, when you start sharing, you need to be confident in yourself, confident in Plexus, and you need to have an elevator speech. Well, what is that? You need to have something short and sweet. When you make your first post, people are going to say, well, what's Plexus? And I do it. That helps you get healthy from the inside. But you need to be prepared. You don't have to say that. Plexus is a health and wellness company that helps you get healthy from the inside out. You can say whatever you want to. But my point is, be prepared to say something when people ask you what Plexus is. My next thing in being prepared is, you're going to pretty much hear, well, in sales, I've been in sales for 13 years. So you need to be prepared for no's and kind of make it a game. Go for no's. Like, say, okay, you know what? This week I want to hear 10 no's. If you hear 10 no's, that means you've probably heard quite a few yeses. So instead of being like, oh, they told me no, well, just make it a mental game for yourself. Here, when people would tell me, when people would tell me, oh, I've tried it before, I really wanted to know, but I would say, oh, really? What have you tried? Because I didn't just say, okay, thank you. And then they would say, oh, I took that slim and that accelerator and it didn't work for me. So then I would dive into, really? So you've never tried our probiotic? No. Oh, well, do you know that gets to the root of the problem? And by being prepared to hear no and being prepared to go the next level, I've gotten many customers by just not hearing no and going back in my shell. I love for somebody to tell me they're too busy. I kind of chuckle and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, my first month in signing up, my dad was diagnosed with terminal cancer. The following month I was found out I was pregnant, and I work full time. So yeah, I'm busy too. And then when they say it's too expensive, I get that. And there are 2 things that I love to say. Number one is, if you grab 3 friends to do this with you, then you can go silver and you can earn $175 and be prepared to break that down for them. And I always leave this in my back pocket, which You don't want people returning products just because you want them to love them and fall in love. But I always like to tell people, this is risk free. It comes with a 60-day money back guarantee. I don't want you to have something and pay for something that you don't love. And when I offer that to people, they trust me and know I'm not just trying to make a sale, that I truly, truly want them to fall in love with the products. So that helps them feel like, okay, they're not roping me into something. They're not locking me into something. And if I don't love it, I can get my money back. So be prepared, make it a mind game, go for the nose, and be prepared to what you're going to hear, because you're going to hear those excuses. I mean, listen, we've all thought them, said them. And my next tip is be organized. If you're working full time, you got to be organized. If you treat this like a hobby, you're going to get results like a hobby. If you want to go to the top, if you want to be in Maui, if you want the free car, or if you want $1,000 a month, you're not going to get $1,000 a month by just like, oh, I'll post once a week. And if someone asks me, I'll tell them about it. Not going to happen. If you want to work this like a business, then treat it like a business. If you got a new job today, they would expect you to show up tomorrow. So you've signed on to this. So set your business hours. Are you going to work 30 minutes a day? Are you going to work 4 hours on Saturday? Like when you have your spouse or a loved one that can help with children, it doesn't matter what works for you as long as you're working it. So you just have to find, like for me, I'm willing to get up. I want to have my quiet time. I try to get in the 5 a.m. hours, do my quiet time first because I need to be grounded. I need the Lord first before anything. And then I try to work my business a little bit. And then at nighttime for me, which Julia thinks is a sin, I cut out TV time. You don't have to do that because Julia will be like, don't say that. Because if you love your TV, you don't have to give up TV for Plexus. But my point is, we all have the same hours in the day and we are all busy and we can all make excuses. If you make excuses, it's not going to work for you. So make this, if you want the results of a business, treat it like a business. Get organized, get your calendar out, and be prepared to work it like a business. So those are my tips for you guys. You can do it. Believe in yourself.
Thank you. That was wonderful. And I just love, like I said, I love that y'all are hearing from each of these women because all of our stories are different. I know we have 2 working full time on here, and then some that, like I said, with Silver the first day, but also, like Rebecca said, my husband, it's not that we're TV hots, my husband and I, that's what we do together at night. So I had to protect, and I'll say that, you have to have boundaries. So for us, it was important for us to have time by ourselves at night. So that's TV time. Now, but you want to make sure that you're working with your family from the beginning. Okay, what will work for us as a family and carry it on? So our next step is Christie. Where's Christie at?
Right here.
Yeah, and she's a new Emerald too, and just got her card. Did you get it yesterday?
I did last night.
Did. Yeah, so it's very exciting. So tell us how you went silver, and then maybe your one tip or a few tips for us.
Okay. Well, I just remember just constantly, doing everything that my upline told me. I was like so excited. I couldn't wait to start posting. So immediately I started posting and just constantly, reaching out to my friends. And one thing though that I really want to encourage you guys to do is to really dig and do some research on network marketing. I mean, to really build your belief in network marketing is huge. And that's one thing that I wish that I had kind of started off with. It's just to really just go ahead and start digging because your belief is huge, because you know what? Excitement is contagious. So if you're looking for business builders, building your belief even more from the get-go is going to, that excitement is going to relate to everyone else. So you're excited, your stuff about network marketing. And so there's some really good books that I highly recommend getting started with. The first one is Rock Your Network Marketing by Sarah Robbins. Excellent first book to get started with, and just really builds your belief. I mean, it gets you pumped up. I mean, this call tonight has got me pumped up. So it's so exciting to be around like-minded people and just to really dig, because you know what? We're not taught in college about network marketing, but you guys, this is, not to mention Plexus, best compensation plan, it is by far the best thing out there. And so you guys are a part of that. and just get excited, start digging. Some other great books are Flip Flop CEO and Go Pro by Eric Warr and Millionaire by Halftime by Presley Swaggerty. But those are some really great books just to dig and build your belief from the get-go, so you can start going for those business builders from the get-go. So it's really, I don't know, that just really was something that I wish I'd done from the beginning. So
thank you, Christy. And last is Kelly. Where's Kelly?
Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize we have 3 of our brand new Emerald ambassadors this month. So Kelly, have you gotten your Lexus yet?
I have not. I'm waiting for my husband to come home for 18 hours before going to get it.
So tell us about how you went silver and then give us a few tips.
I went silver in, I think, just a few days after joining, and that's because I contacted my mother, first of all, who wanted to support me, and then 2 really close friends. And that's the thing, is I think I just found people that naturally wanted to support me. And that's one tip I would give people when it comes to, immediately joining and going silver, is look for those people who just want to back you up and support you, and they're excited for you taking on something new. We all have family members or, close friends that are going to want to support us and get excited and be accountability partners with us. So I think that was how I did it. And just, it happened to just make the most sense for me. So my tips for going silver all have to do with a choice. I sat back and I looked at the people who are at the top of this company. And when I joined, I remember talking to Rebecca and to Lindsay Bryant, and I said, I'm going to go all in with you. I will do what you tell me to do. I'm going to hate it. I'm going to quit after a year, but I will do what you tell me to do. And I'm going to go all in. And that's the thing. When I was looking around at people that have been successful in this company, there's only one difference from people that are at the top of the company and the rest of the people. And that is the fact that everyone at the top has made a decision to not quit, to go all in and not give themselves the option to quit. Because this business can be hard. It can be frustrating and it can be discouraging when you hear crickets, when you get no's. It's really easy to want to throw the towel in. But if you jump into this and you say, I am not giving myself that option, you will succeed. Your timeline might be different. I mean, Rebecca, it took her months to go silver, and then the rest of her journey has happened pretty organically and naturally. Your timeline might be different. It might take you a lot longer to go silver, and you might shoot to diamond. Who knows? Or you could go silver automatically and sit there for a while. But the fact is if you just make that choice, if you just go all in, you will make it to the top of this company. The timelines might be different. I looked up a statistic, and it said that 97% of people who quit too soon are employed by the 3% who didn't quit. That's the thing. I was able to quit practicing law after 7 months with this company. That is how real this opportunity is. Now, I could still be sitting in an office looking at 4 walls in a courtroom on a schedule of a judge. But I looked around at one point and I said, I could be here for 40 years and my salary is capped. My salary is capped. I can spend all of this time away from my family, or I can choose to walk a different path that scared the lights out of me. It did. I didn't understand what this world was like. I thought that I knew. I had a lot of fears about what people thought about me and what how they could possibly reject me. But I decided my family was more important than sitting inside 4 walls confined to a space at a schedule dictated by someone else. And I just said, I'm going all in. So you can either be 97% of the people or you can be 3% when you make that one choice. The other choice that I'm going to echo a lot of other people have said tonight is to be consistent. Be consistent. If you're going to do this, it may mean that you work this business for 5 minutes a day. It may mean an hour a day. Whatever that looks like for you, just do it every single day. It builds your belief, and it builds the belief of the people around you when they see you talking about it and posting about it every day. If you dabble in it, they won't believe what you're saying. The other thing is be coachable. Place yourself under people and leaders who are going to tell you how to succeed in this business, and allow yourself to be coachable. Allow yourself to be guided and to be led, because when you enter this, no one knows what they're doing. You cannot prepare yourself for this kind of business. So allow yourself to be coachable. And the last thing is put people above yourself. We are in the customer service business. We are in the people-loving business, and that is how you're going to build a successful team. If you love on the people that are on your team, that are your customers and your ambassadors, and you put them above your own goals, y'all, you will build a team that lasts. They will stick with you till the end. If you show them that you care first about them, and then secondly about your own goals. People don't care about what you know or how much you know until they know how much you care. So put people first. And those are my tips.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, that kind of concludes our call on how to go silver. So I hope you took good notes. Now, being the teacher in me, I wanted to make a quick graphic. I will share this. Just really trying to keep this. And I say keep this, put it on your screensaver, on your phone, whatever. Maybe when you get a new ambassador, you can send them the recording of this call with this quick graphic, just so they'll see. Be bold. Be consistent. Start with your warmest market, your inner circle. Be confident. Have a plan. Build your belief in network marketing. Go all in and be coachable. Those were kind of the nuggets of this call. So I'll share that on my team page up under, and even on YouTube I can put it with the link when we upload this. But thank y'all and good luck. And just remember the power of 3. Go silver every single month from now to the end, and your team just continually will grow. So bye y'all.